Slow reverb. Reverb. I don't think I did. Say again? Oh, hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. What again? Hello? That's better. Yeah. Yeah, likewise.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. And a big round of applause for Dobbs 02 Brian. This has been cobbled together in the last couple of hours.
Never apologize for explaining.
Right?
Yeah. Speaks up in a very big stick.
It's called The Bird Catch. From the Division Violin 1684, a solo by Mr. Finch called The Cuckoo.
Some suppose that the singing of the cockbird in the spring is only to please its mate during incubation, but recollect that much the greater part of birds do not sing at all. Why should their mate therefore be deprived of this solace and amusement? The bird in a cage, which perhaps sings 9 or 10 months in a year, cannot do so from this inducement, and on the contrary it arises chiefly from contending with another bird, or indeed against almost any sort of continued noise. One very experienced catcher of nightingales hath informed me that some of these birds have jerked the instant that they were caught. That is, they have broken into short bursts as if contending with each other, but distinguished from song proper by their lasting less than 4 seconds. He had also brought to me a nightingale which had been but a few hours in a cage and which burst forth into a roar of song. At the same time, this bird is so sulky on its first confinement that he must be crammed for 7 or 8 days, as he will otherwise not feed himself. It is also necessary to tie his wings to prevent his killing himself against the top or sides of the cage.
The boy, looking back with much archness, began. The boy, again back, with much archness, began. Te cocking, cocky, CT, a cat came in. Immediately, his harpsichord left. Oi-tee, trrr, too, turry. About the room with a stick as a horse. Huit, oi-tee, teo.
Lintuja. Pyydystän tähtiloistavalle kuningattarelle hänen neidoilleen lintuja, ja niitä vastaan saan ruokaa ja juomaa. Tähtiloistava kuningatar, se saattaisi olla yön mahtava valtiotar. Sanohan, oletko onnistunut näkemään tuon yön kuningattaren? Näkemään? Tähtiloistava kuningatarta ei ole vielä kukaan kuolevainen onnistunut näkemään. Aivan varmasti se on yön mahtava valtiotar, josta isäni minulle usein kertoi. Eikä tuo mieskään ole mikään tavallinen ihminen vai ehkä joku hänen haltijansa. Miksi tuo mies tuijottaa minua noin? Minä alan kohta pelätä. Kerrohan, miksi katselet minua noin epäluuloisesti? Koska epäilen, oletko ihminen. Mitä? Höyhenestisi päätellen sinua voisi luulla vaikkapa linnuksiko? Papageno, olen mies. Mies. Mieluummin olisin tyttö.
Of every species incapable of singing, inferior in plumage. Pipits likewise indiscriminately destroyed. They sell the dead birds for 3p or 4p a dozen.
underwritten certify that in the year 1756, the 17th of January, at 8 o'clock in the evening, was born Johannes Chrysostomus Wolfgangus Theophilus, son of Mr. Leopold Mozart, organist of His Highness the Prince of Salzburg, and of Maria Anne, his lawful wife, whose maiden name was Pertine, and christened the day following at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Prince's Cathedral Church here, his godfather being Gottlieb Pergmeyer, a merchant in the city. In truth whereof I have taken this certificate from the parochial register of christenings, and under the usual seal, signed the same with my own hand, Leopold Comprecht, chaplain to His Highness in this city, Salzburg, January the 3rd, 1769.
It may be also worthy of observation that the female of no species of birds ever sings. With birds, it is the reverse of what occurs in humankind. Among the feathered tribe, all the cares of life fall to the lot of the tender sex. Theirs is the fatigue of incubation, and the principal share in nursing the helpless brood. To alleviate these fatigues and to support her under them, nature hath given to the male the song with all the little blandishments and soothing arts. These he fondly exerts, even after courtship, on some spray contiguous to the nest during the time his mate is performing her parental duties. But that she should be silent is also another wise provision from nature, for her song would discover her nest, as would a gaudiness of plumage, which for the same reason seems to be denied to her. To these we may add a few particulars that fell within our notice during our inquiries among the bird catchers, such as that they immediately kill the hens of every species of bird that they take, being incapable of singing, as also being inferior in plumage. The pipits likewise are indiscriminately destroyed, as the cock does not sing well. They sell the dead birds for 3p or 4p a dozen. These small birds are so good that we are surprised the luxury of the age neglects so delicate an acquisition to the table. The modern Italians are fond of small birds, which they eat under the common name of Becaficus, not of one bird, but of many.
The musician died, my cot starling, Fergal star, little fool, pastichaire, transposer from the natural. That was 3 days after father, and I staged a funeral, playfully mourned. When I broke silence, it was clownishly, a snatchwork, inappropriately made, unstoppable.
And the bird catchers carry with them a couple of chaffinches, 2 linnets maybe, some other call birds, some flower birds, with which to trap the others.
Not of one bird, but of many.